Welcome to St. Paul the Apostle Catholic Church. Today, we celebrate the memorial of St. Monica. Our first reading is from the book of 1 Corinthians, followed by our Gospel from Matthew chapter 24. Linked below is USCCB's website containing the full liturgy for today's Mass.
Over the next 2 days, in the liturgical calendar of the Church, we will celebrate the feast day of two of my favorite saints, St. Monica and her son, St. Augustine. Today, we celebrate the memorial of St. Monica. Tomorrow, we will celebrate the feast of St. Augustine. St. Monica married a man who had some good qualities, but he also had a violent temper and was sometimes unfaithful. Not only did Monica have to contend with a difficult husband, she also struggled with a difficult child. She knew very well the frustration, the struggle so many parents face. Augustine caused his mother tremendous pain and distress. And there was a period of time when Monica refused to allow Augustine to eat or sleep in her house. When Monica complained that Augustine would not listen to her and would not return to the faith, she went to St. Ambrose, Bishop of Milan, in order to seek his advice. And St. Ambrose said to St. Monica, "Speak less to Augustine about God and more to God about Augustine. In other words, pray, intercede for your son." And Monica would take St. Ambrose's advice. She never gave up even when things looked dark. Eventually, her persistence in prayer paid off. At the Easter Mass in 387, St. Ambrose baptized St. Augustine. That same year, Monica would die at the age of 56. My friends, there are many parents who know the frustration, the pain of St. Monica. Their children have abandoned the faith, turned their backs on God, turned their backs on the faith that once nurtured, sustained them. What can we learn from Monica's example? Parents, don't stop praying for your children. Don't stop interceding for them. There is power in prayer. I'm sure most of us have had experiences where we struggle to stay alert, to stay awake. We have all had moments when we needed to stay awake but just felt overwhelmed by sleep, by fatigue. The parent who stays awake late at night fighting sleep but waiting for the child or spouse to return home safely. Having to drive a long distance late at night, anxious to get home, but fighting sleep. We have all had experiences associated with drowsiness, the struggle to remain awake, to remain alert. The gospel for today picks up this theme, but from a spiritual perspective. Our Lord says, "Stay awake." The Desert Fathers referred to inattentiveness or spiritual drowsiness as one of the great struggles in the spiritual life. They called it the noonday devil. My friends, the summons to stay spiritually alert, spiritually awake, echoes in the Scriptures. We are to wake up, not because we might miss something, but because we might miss someone. In our prayer today, then, let us ask for the grace to remain alert spiritually, to be spiritually attentive, open to those subtle moments of grace that God makes available to us.